So today I wanted to discuss a specific word, but of course it can mean many different things, right? And that word is charge. And I was thinking about, because I was hearing on the news about an indictment and someone is charged, right? Or they want to charge them with assault or whatever. Or this person was indicted for fraud. So it has a little bit of nuances of different signs. So the sign for that type of charge is to have your non-dominant hand do nothing and the right dominant hand is open A hand shape, and it goes out. It's an accusation, to accuse, to blame. Now an indictment would be a formal open hand shape and going up would be indictment, a formal charge. That is stronger than just someone accusing you of something, or they're accusing you. They have not formally charged you. They have not indicted you. But because it has a lot of the same meaning, that's why the sign is the same. So we always have to think about what is that, that whole concept. So indictment is a formal charge, and then if someone's just accusing you of something, or they blamed you for something. They blamed you for ruining the copy machine. I didn't touch it, So we have that. Then we have an electrical charge, and you'll have electrical charge in your house or on a fence to keep the cows in, or any kind, or you're charging your phone, right? But let's get that's next, right? So we have our electrical charge, and this is electricity, right? My electric bill, battery, electricity. Sometimes I'll do battery and electricity, especially if it's used in the same paragraph. Or someone's talking about that. You need to have a little bit of a difference. So battery for my hearing aid, an electrical fence. Now I need to charge my battery. I need to charge my phone. I need to charge my hearing aids. So it's a phone, and I would do electric, battery, and then plug in. Phone, battery, plug in. I need to charge my phone. Hearing aids, the batteries, I need to charge. Now, some people have batteries that change out, and some people, oh no, I charge them, right? They're rechargeable. You plug it in. So that is that charge. Then you have like a charge for your credit card. So the old-fashioned one is that old machine that's rectangle and has a little thing up here where it has, I guess, the data, and then they put paper on it and then put your card on top of it and go. That's the kind of sound it made. And then the copy paper, they keep a copy and then they give you a copy. So charge my account. I have a credit card, or I'm going to charge that. So that's used for credit card and to charge, a purchase. That's charging. And now we can do on our cards, we can either put it in, or we can swipe it, or we can tap it. Now that is mostly used, or what a lot of people, because you can use that for a debit card, right? Or other kinds of cards that are not necessarily a credit card. So I like to separate it just because of my mind. So that way I know what I'm talking about, or it's clear what I'm talking about. So I use this for credit card. I use the old-fashioned sign. Credit card. And then I use this for a debit card. I either tap it or put it in or swipe it. A lot of times people will understand the swiping a lot easier. It's clearer as opposed to tapping it, because you'd be going, what are you doing? Or sticking it in there, but to swipe it. Even though you might be tapping it, because they'll say, I swipe it. Oh, they have machines now. You can just tap it. Oh, really? Okay. They have the little chip on there. So it's a different way of speaking on that one. So we have charging an account or putting it on a charge. And then we have, how much are you going to charge me? How much is it going to cost? So with our dominant hand, we have our X hand shape. We have our left hand, our non-dominant hand, doing nothing. It's just a backboard. And then we swipe that down. Charge. How much does it cost? Charge. Charge. Cost. That's the reason why we do this for cheap or discount, or, you know, it's a lower price. So this can be price, cost, sell. You know, how much are you going to charge me for? Right? How much are you going to charge me for? How much does it cost? So those are the ways that we use that word charge. And of course we use different signs so that we can make sure that we understand we're all on the same page of clearly understanding what's being said. So let's go back over it. An indictment, which is an informal charge. To blame or accuse is this. Then we're going to charge our phone or our battery. So a battery charge or a phone battery charge. Electricity, it's an electrical charge. An electrical charge. We have a credit card. How much are you going to charge me? Oh, I'm going to just charge it. Yeah. Or put that charge on my account. You could do this or this or this as well. But like I said, it can be misconstrued with a debit card. And then charge. Charge. How much does it cost? It's on sale, you know, but that you would do a lower cost. It's cheap, or it's lower cost, it's on sale. So I want you to kind of look around on the news, listen to, you know, what you read or what you watch, and I want you to see how many times do you hear that word charge, and because you know the sentence context, you know which CHARGE that they're using. In sign language, if you are using the correct conceptual sign, then you already know pretty much what they're talking about. If they did, oh, they were indicted. Oh, who was indicted, right? Or they're, you know, the police, they accuse me of lying or whatever, or stealing. That's a little bit different. Or I blame you because you ruined the copy machine. See, you already know that what that word charge in our English mind is, that it's saying something else. Oh, my battery, I need to charge it. Ooh, is everyone okay? Because if you just do an electrical charge, right? Oh, we had a fence, we built it, and then we put it in electrical charge. Oh, okay. Or be careful, those wires, they have an electrical charge. Ooh, you need to call an electrician, right? See, an electrician, electricity person. Or, you know, battery, electricity, you know, and a lot of people will kind of use it interchangeably, but as an interpreter, I like to make things more clear, just because if I'm reading what they're saying, I want to be clear. I mean, I need to receive it clearly, and so I want to give it out clearly. And so that way it kind of gives me, they know that it's changing. If you just say, the electricity in my house, it was charged, or the battery's charged, or I need to change out the battery, that kind of thing, then you want to be clear that you know it's just a battery. But if you talk about, oh, I need to pay electric bill, you're not going to say the battery bill, right? You know it's the electric bill. But it'll say, oh, that fence, it's charged. You see what I'm saying? So you kind of know. And charge, I'm going to put it on my credit card. Oh no, you know how much interest that is, right? But if you do this or this or this, it could be the debit. And so if you see that, you go, oh, did you use charge or debit? And you might, you know, you want me to spell it, right? Is that a credit or debit card, right? To make it clear. But this one you would know it would be a credit card. And then, how much are you going to charge me? How much does it cost? You're going to charge me how much? Right? So, we always use that for charge as well. So, anyway, practice, have fun, and use it with your friends and your family. I'll see you later. Bye.